taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut, season off top, you stop breathing.
You know, honestly, they're not. I mean, in terms of what we've been getting for the last couple of weeks, you know, none are like big in name or whatever. Like, I mean, like basically, you call them like mid on paper, although they're not really truly mid. Like, but it's just, you know, it's like it's kind of.
It's mid. It's not toasted leaving, but
right.
It's like, okay, it's not like a gourmet burger, but it's like the best burger you can get at a fast food restaurant.
Right. And it's still enough where you can, you know, it's still entertaining enough. Like it's still enough to satisfy your appetite.
Yeah, and it's like they did it good anyway. So it's like you don't feel like the sandwich is too easy or fucked up the fries. You know, you still enjoy it, but it's not like you getting a burger from a goddamn 5-star restaurant. These niggas got a toasted grilled bun with charred onions and diced tomatoes and avocado and all that bullshit.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, the first card up to bat is from PBC. You know, and this fight does have, you know, it has some implications going forward. The main event, of course, being one David Benavidez, excuse me, Benavidez. Benavidez.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, Benavidez.
Is that the guy Canelo was supposed to fight?
Right. And he will be facing none other than someone who hasn't fought in American TV in quite a while. You know, David Lemieux, you know, for an interim WBC super middleweight title belt. You know, and then of course the interims are all popular because, as we all know, 168 belts are currently tied up, you know, in the hands of one Saul Canelo Alvarez, you know, who is currently licking his wounds right now after the beating he took from Bivol. So so pretty much now we have Benavidez. Now, because obviously we all know the story with David Benavidez. You know, he's a 2-time super middleweight champion. He lost his belts 2 different times on the scale. One on the scale, and the other one because he failed the drug test because, you know, he had Scarface fantasies. So he's been trying to get in, and obviously the times that when he lost his belt, obviously he kind of lost out on the Canelo opportunity. But then also too, Canelo wasn't really looking his way when he actually had the belt until that belt went free. That in itself is its own fuckery. So now, you know, Benavidez is trying to get this against David Lemieux. Now, David Lemieux is not a really good boxer. He's not a good boxer. However, Lemieux, does carry his power up. So, I mean, obviously, Lemieux did a lot of his work in his career at 160, where he's a former champion. Lemieux has power in both hands. He's not. He can be outboxed, and his conditioning is very suspect. But the one thing you cannot do with David Lemieux is stand in front of him too long, because all he needs is one punch, and he will put you away if you're not careful. You know, so it's like, I mean, even then, I mean, if you look at his losses, I mean, Marco Antonio Rubio, tough guy. I mean, he basically outlasted. He was able to, you know, Rubio was big, he was tough, and he had enough durability to last to tire him out. And you have Triple G. You know, Triple G really had to work behind the jab, you know, just to make sure to keep Lemieux at bay. And then you have Saunders, you know, who pretty much played, you know, Ring Around the Rosie, you know, and made him look slow and foolish.
Yeah, Saunders, that was a great ass performance by Saunders. Well, I don't know if it was Lemieux or Saunders, but
however, the one loss I've always given Lemieux shit for, because simply it just doesn't make no fucking sense to me.
Alcine?
Yeah, Alcine. No fucking way. And he fought Alcine after the Rubio. There was no fucking way that Alcine is the only one who actually played with, like, dude. He toyed with dude and beat his ass. You know, he stayed in the pocket and beat his ass. And Alcine is one of the chinniest world champions I've ever seen in my life. He's super chinny, you know. in the end, that was the one that I gave Lemieux such a side eye after that one. I was like, nah, this dude, I was like, yeah, just do that because if you allow Alcine, if you can't land one punch on Alcine to make him go to the canvas, like I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
It's not like he's like prime Corey Spinks or something like where he's evasive and shit. Like,
right,
like, dude be in front of you. Like, he's not like super quick or nothing. Like, he's tall. He's right there. Like,
yeah. So yeah, that I and honestly, I mean, thankfully he did actually manage to get some to rebuild himself after that loss, But yeah, no, Lemieux's probably at the point right now, and you frankly too, Lemieux's not even that fucking old. He's not.
How old is he?
He's like 32, 33. Like he's been around for a minute.
Damn, I'm thinking Lemieux was like 36.
His career might as well be old. He might as well be old. I'm tired of seeing him. Like,
yeah, but the thing is, he hasn't
barely seen him though.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
damn, the KP sounded like the old grumpy grandpa.
I know. I mean, that's how I feel about the fight too. I mean, shit.
Yeah, like pretty much last time anyone.
I don't know. I'm low key kind of looking forward to this. Like,
yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it because I mean, it does have all the markings of a trap fight. If you're not, because like I said, his Benavidez, I mean, he's been dropped before, so he's not granite chin. He's been dropped before.
I mean, Lemieux could punch. Benavidez is dead. They're both dead at you. One guy loads up, the other guy runs off. So
right.
You're looking at combos versus humdums. That's like,
right. And like I said, Lemieux.
That's a good little matchup.
Yeah, Lemieux.
He could punch at 160. This is 168.
He still has a punch at 168.
He still got a punch at 168.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like he's not like Lemieux hasn't lost that. It's just more or less now. Is he conditioned to have to actually do what he has to do? Because now I think his punch tolerance is going to be tested because Benavidez, could arguably like land all types of ridiculous combos on him like in this fight. But then
just imagine what Saunders could do if he stood still.
Right, but Benavidez is not a guy that's going to take a step back. Like that's what's going to make it heavy. Like Benavidez moves forward and he gets into Lemieux's range. Like, can he actually take a left hook from Lemieux or a right hand from Lemieux, and not go down or not be put out? Like that's
because he could get caught with an overhand and just crumple like boom, boom. Yeah. Like when Tyson hit Galata with that overhand, he knocked him down. Galata just sat down. Like I can see that shit happening too. Like,
yeah, and he didn't want no more after that.
Nah. He was doing everything at Galata in that damn walk. And y'all thought Broner got hit in that McDonough fight. Jesus, man.
Yeah.
You niggas do have like strawberry ice cream, man. Like, who's eating that?
Oh, shit. So, in terms of predictions, so what are we thinking for Benavidez Lemieux? P, I'm curious. So, yeah, I'm sure you probably think Benavidez will probably put him away.
Yes, I think he'll stop him in 6.
Damn.
That's not a bad prediction.
I don't trust. I didn't trust his punch resistance at 160, and I'm sure not going to trust it at 168.
But the thing is, though, his punch resistance, like he didn't get. I mean, he's the only people that actually dropped him. Well, Rubio kind of dropped him, and Triple G dropped him. Like he's not like.
I mean, he took some bombs from Curtis Stevens.
Yeah,
he knocked them out.
Sure did.
I think Curtis Stevens could hit. Like, say what you want about his boxing skills, but that catch and counter, he could hit.
Yeah, I mean, he took shots from Rosado, and he beat the shit out of Rosado. He beat the shit out of Vendam. He beat the shit out of Glenn Tappan, who can also punch too.
Damn, I forgot he beat up Glenn Tappan.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. He's been around for this dude's been around for a hot minute.
I just think Benavidez' output and work rate is just gonna, he's gonna be landing on Lemieux. Lemieux's gonna be there to be hit, and I think he's gonna overwhelm him and put him away in 6.
Bad word.
Yeah,
that shit like an echo.
Yeah. Pilot, what about you?
Yeah, you guys ever play like those shooting games like COD or Halo, and you kind of suck at it, and you're just like walking and getting shot and kills and got to respawn?
Yep.
Basically being a standing target. That's what I feel like this fight's going to be for Benavidez. Like Lemieux's going to definitely be there for the hit, very hittable, and I feel like David Benavidez' speed. I mean, I think maybe early there might be some might be intriguing to some degree, but I think by around 8, Benavidez, just the hand speed, the size, he'll knock him out. Or
because I was gonna say 8-2, bro.
You can still say 8. It's cool.
Yeah, 8.
So you're thinking 8 LB?
Yeah, 8.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna be contrarian. I'm gonna be like, you know what? I think I'm thinking Lemieux is gonna catch him. I'm gonna be a contrarian pick.
I feel like you've been trying to pick an upset all year.
Yeah, it do feel that way. Like it's not you, man. Like you get one of those upsets that's like once in a lifetime upset. Nigga. Like you ain't built like that. But your upset be crazy good though.
Yeah.
You get once in a lifetime. You get era upsets. You got Salido and Lomachenko, like chill.
Well, but I just think like I said, I mean, I'm not saying that. Yeah, I mean, Lemieux's boxing has always been suspect or whatever, and his condition has always been questionable. But like one thing is just it's like nothing in Benavidez' skill set can tell me that he can avoid getting tagged by him at least a couple of times. You know, I mean. The only thing is if Benavidez can actually take a shot from Lemieux.
Well, like we mentioned, what's his name? Is big. Zerto's big for his weight. Like Benavidez is really big for 160. Too big for 160. That's the thing, man. I've been saying he should move to 175 by now.
I mean,
if he could make the weight. He could make the weight though.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. Maybe,
but the weird thing is Lemieux himself also be blowing weight too a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
You think this is made for each other? They both should be like. Honestly, if they wanted to, a catch weight fight was thrown about. Like these niggas were like, how about 170?
Yeah, they did.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, and like I said, because I still remember all the little like the vignettes or whatever that Lemieux did prior to the Triple G fight, and they showed this motherfucker like what he was eating and what he was cooking. I was like, yo, this motherfucker has. I don't know where this motherfucker learned diet from, but clearly he needed a nutritionist in his life. Like, dude.
All of these niggas is fast fucks. That whole weight class. Canelo too with the damn. Remember Reynoso dad is making the damn flour tortilla. Like, yeah. If you training, goddamn well, you can't be eating no fucking flour and tortilla, white flour and tortilla. Really? Yeah. No wonder you was making 156 and 155. The made up division.
Yeah. But I definitely think. I mean, I do think it's gonna be an interesting slugfest for as much as it less. So I'm thinking, yeah. So I'm gonna pick Lemieux. I'm gonna do Lemieux by 10. Now if that actually happens, I'm gonna play the lottery numbers the next day.
Be prepared, guys. If this one comes off, like
yeah,
nah, because I don't. Nah, Pat's trying too hard to play contrarian. Like,
he is.
It's not natural. It's not like
Keep in mind, I have nothing against David Benavidez.
You don't, but it just seemed like. I mean, this is the thing. I can see certain upsets, but this is one of those upsets where it's like a long shot puncher's chance. It's not like your normal puncher's chance.
I didn't see Alcine knocking Lemieux around for 12 rounds, but that shit happened.
I mean, that's true, but then I look at it, and Benavidez does the same shit.
Yeah, like I said, Benavidez is not infallible. Like, the first Gabriel fight, I thought he lost that shit. So it's not like, Gabriel knocked him down. Like, Gabriel gave him all types of hell. Like,
True. But, I don't know. It just seems like you tried too hard on this.
Nah, this is Lemieux. Lemieux is still one of the hard. Like most people, Lemieux is still one of the hardest punchers in boxing. So it's not as out of the ordinary. Like, the motherfucker can knock you out with one shot.
And Benavidez is kind of beatable, like Gavril gave him tough fights.
So it's not out of the ordinary. Now, if it happens, I'll be like, what? Let's say.
I guess because your track record, like recent, but this ain't like a crazy fight to say that I don't think Lemieux can't catch him out of nowhere. He can definitely catch him with something.
Right, I'd say the same thing too. Like if Lemieux was facing Canelo, Lemieux has a good chance of knocking Canelo with his power too. Like it's not out of the ordinary. You know, it's like these are not. It's not saying this is not like something crazy. I'm just being slightly contrarian because, like, you know what? Because y'all niggas is picking
who playing the safe, but the logical safe bet.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah.
I mean, that's just see it happening.
Right. But there is a scenario where you can see Lemieux knocking Benavidez out. So I'm excited to go with that for my prediction.
Yeah, I mean, one of the further regions of the multiverse. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You know, it's the multiverse where we saw Rigondeaux fight Abner Morez and Scott Quigg.
Fight Rigo too, and LFC fight Rigo willingly.
So it's somewhere around in that multiverse.
And then, I mean, I think they got the co-mains pretty good with the young Cuban Gualvez Gomez fighting Cota.
Yeah, you know. Well, if you see like Jorge Cota, it's like the jobber to like any 154 fighter. Buzz.
Yeah, look, we not calling any fight where Jorge Cota is the B-side a pretty good fight. I'm sorry, we're not doing that. Like,
I mean, it's there for a purpose. I mean, you can't make a prediction unless Cota decides, like, you know what, I'm not an opponent tonight. Yeah, and then obviously your Elvis Gomez, like, I mean, he's coming off knocking out Clay Collard, like, you know, the former Clay Collard of Top Rank fame, who's now, you know, who's currently now 9-6-3.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't won a fight since the bubble now. So yeah, like it pretty much like that fight. Yeah, we all know why that fight's there. Like they want to give Gomez some buzz because he's Cuban and he's 5-0, and so yeah, they want to give him a little buzz. Like, hey, he's facing Cota now in his sixth fight or whatever.
Yeah, he's facing the guy everybody knocks out.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Hey, Mel did it too. Oh, hold on, y'all forgot about that because y'all just remember when he lose to damn Harrison.
Yeah.
He looked bad against Castallo. My bad. Another multiverse fight. Sorry.
Yeah, you know, yeah. I mean, old ass Rubio knocked him out. Yeah, you know, Lubin knocked him out. Charlo knocked him out. Rosario actually nearly lost to him, but you know that's an outlier. he actually, I think he probably tried in that fight.
I'm gonna lie, Lubin did knock the fuck out this dude, yo.
Yeah.
That left hand, like it's like he hopped and did it, like he sprung up into.
Yeah. So basically we know what time it is. It's just to give your Elvis Gomez some, you know, Cuban exposure. You know, now it would be nice if Cota actually, you know, would do it, but yeah, I mean we all know what it is. Like I'm not, like I mean if I actually were, you told me if I actually picked Cota to knock him out, that would be really contrarian. Like I'd be really like trying to predict an upset, and it wouldn't make too much sense. You know, but it should still be interesting. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't make it a triple header, but fuck it, you know, it's an interesting double header, and hopefully it doesn't start at 10:00 that night. I really hope it doesn't. But if it's only 2 fights, whatever. You know, and then you know we have an offering from the DAZN, which is also, you know, Eddie, you know, put together a good light heavyweight fight, and it's definitely an interesting fight. You know. You got Joshua Buatsi making his return because originally he was supposed to fight before, but I think he had an injury or something like that. You know, and then he's facing Craig Richards. Now, obviously, Craig Richards' most notable fight was, you know, cutting it very close against one Dimitri Bivol, where Bivol kind of looked like he was going through the motions, and Richards actually looked like he was somewhat trying to win the fight. You know, but yeah, Buatsi obviously, you know, I mean, dude is buzzing right now. Like, dude is absolutely on point right now. Pilot, what do you think about this fight?
I actually like it because Richards gave Bivol a tougher fight than Canelo did, and you know, people say, oh, maybe Bivol was, you know, playing a possum to get that payday. But either way, I mean, I remember watching that fight, and I remember Richards, you know, putting up a better effort than Canelo. You know, so I think, I mean, I do like Buatsi. You know, 175 got some, you know, him and Yarde out there in the UK. You know, like they got some guys. And I think probably Buatsi will probably win this. Though I think he might even stop him late.
Wow.
Maybe I'd say, I mean, or decisions. Yeah, I think Buatsi will win this fight, but I'm just gonna say fuck it, 10th round knockout.
Damn.
All right. P, what about you?
I'm making a sandwich at the bodega right now.
I think he dropped off.
He dropped off.
He did drop off. Oh, yeah.
I can't do that nigga voice. Like I don't know.
LB, what about you then?
Oh man, this fight. I think what's his name?
Buatsi.
Buatsi. I think he wins the decision, but he gets a knockdown.
And I think Buatsi will probably win by KO, but I'm thinking he'll probably win by maybe like 9th round KO. Right there. But yeah, like I said, it's a solid light heavyweight fight though. Like these are, obviously Buatsi is also being positioned to try to fight Bivol too, because Eddie is definitely trying to keep Bivol around now, because it's like if he's not fighting Canelo, I need him to try to fight one of my other fighters, before he starts going off talking that that unification with Better Beeman and Joe Smith winner. That's a solid main event, and I mean, knowing Eddie, I do think, I'm pretty sure something notable will probably come up from that fight, or even the whole card. The whole card in itself, that's not, it's not really that great. It's a UK card,
Yeah, UK the zone. They got Bobbick on there.
Yeah, they got Babic and fuck around with Bridget, and they got Chantel Cameron, defending her belts, and then Robbie Davis is coming
Davis
up.
Jr.
Yeah, knocking out Hank Lundy. He's in there. So yeah, it's a UK card for sure. But Eddie's UK cards can either be very hit or very miss. So we'll see how that plays out. But Buatsi Richards though is still a quality fight. There's nothing wrong with that fight. So yeah, I'm thinking there's gonna be some sort of fireworks in that fight. And then last, we have a Top Rank offering. Now, Top Rank unfortunately has not been consistent with the cards like Matchroom or especially PBC for that matter. They've been very hit or miss, mostly miss, I should say. But
yeah, last year, I feel like a couple years before that they were kind of holding it down with the long good cards, but lately it's been kind of really inconsistent this year.
Yeah, very much so. Like they as we mentioned before, either the main event is fire, but the rest of the card is ass. But or the prelim card is like, whereas what the main undercard should be.
Yeah.
Or exactly. The undercard is on point and the main event is ass. Yes. So it's like, yeah, they can't win sometimes, but they have two fights on there, that are interesting to a degree. The other one, the main event obviously is Qazaq style Janibek. I find things too. Is it Alimkhanuly or something like that? I always forget how to pronounce it. And especially since I actually watched a couple of his fights before the shit came on. And everyone knows his issue. Pretty much, he's been trying to get a shot at Andre, and Andre decided to go up, and then Andre has not officially released his hold on the WBO middleweight title. So, since Andre is going up to 168, so he had to find the next available contender. So, unfortunately, for Qazaq style, his opponent is not really known. He's a UK fighter and not really celebrated either. Danny Dignum, and it's like, all you know about him is like he's undefeated and 12-0-1 with 9 knockouts and stuff like that. And they're gonna be facing off for the interim version of the WBO middleweight title. So pretty much this could either most likely could be a showcase fight, or could be a fight where Dignum is like, wait a minute, Dignum is like he can actually fight. He's knocking out Kazakhstan. Now if that happens, then Bob really crossed somebody, because that would probably kill Kazakhstan's career and future fights for a good while, but at least Kazakhstan, for one thing though, like dude be running his mouth on social media like every single fucking day. It's always something, yeah, it's like it's referencing, he talks slick as fuck too. I never realized how much shit he talks. Like talking Andre this and that, and people asking him, and yes, I'm going to be the champion, or if Andre is injured, why should he be champion? Like, dude, be talking like a lot.
But blame boxing media for this dude to have a fucking mouth like that.
Yeah.
They hype up this guy. No one gives a fuck about this dude. He didn't look impressive. He looked boring as fuck to everybody who saw him. They trying to advertise this guy as the next Triple G.
Oh, Janibek? Yeah, the hype train's kind of loading up for him a little bit, huh? As a killer middleweight.
It's a boxing media inspired hype. Like, there's no fans really looking at dude serious.
Right.
I even go as further as to say Liam Williams had more buzz than this dude did before his fight with Andre.
Yeah.
His little winning streak after the Smith loss, he had more buzz than this guy. But for some reason, and at least fans were actually calling for that fight.
Mm-hmm.
His boxing media made Janibek this guy something.
Right.
Dudes, like, if you're gonna be the fucking next Golovkin, you better next Golovkin, motherfucker.
Right.
I expected to see an early KO or a dominance from then KO. Like, I didn't see that in that last fight. That's enough.
Yeah, keep in mind, like, this is a dude that almost lost to Vaughn Alexander, the gangster version of Devin Alexander. His older brother. So it's like
that's facts.
Yeah, so like he's not infallible. Like, he's a tough fighter. I mean, he has his moments, but yeah, like, the hype train is definitely on him. Just, knocking out Indom and knocking out shot versions of Indom and knocking out Brandt, who forgot his defense, doesn't really move me.
And when we see him with someone decent, it's like you don't see this shit no more. So I'm saying, like low key, Andre probably did the right thing moving up. Like, if this guy would have been KOing people left and right, or looking better and really had the performances to back up the slick talk.
Nah,
yeah,
I'm hearing people say Janibek beats Andre and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a favorite.
Fucking haters are saying that stupid shit. That's right. Boxing media. Cause look, the reason why they're saying that because they try to downplay Andre as a potential opponent for Canelo. So instead of saying, yeah, man, let Andre chase after Canelo, which adds more fuel to the fire that he's been chasing this man since 154, y'all create a new Kazakhstan boogeyman that hasn't even looked impressive. Because this is not like the real Kazakhstan Golovkin who was knocking motherfuckers out, creating a buzz where you're like, damn, I wonder what Cotto would do. I wonder what Stern would do.
Right.
I wonder what Canelo or Martinez. This dude ain't doing no type of buzz like that for make us even say, yeah, it'd be Andre. This is like what motherfuckers said Diancano could beat Dawson because Dawson went into the Tarver fight.
Right.
And he was the man, though. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
yeah.
Janibek is mid as fuck. I'm tired of hearing about him. Like, he's nothing like Triple G. So I don't know why you're trying to make him the next Triple G when he's nothing like Triple G. Dude is mid as fuck.
He's not even the next Tim Tszyu.
They tried to make Ben Beck like that too, low key.
Yeah.
Beck the bully.
Yeah, Beck. Yeah, well, yeah. They tried to make it until Rosado knocked his ass out with one shot.
Yeah.
So.
But see, this is the thing. At least Beck the bully had the whole Triple G demeanor. That whole destroying dudes, throwing nasty punches,
running through
body shots, and running through niggas. It just, hey, he ran into Rosado, and Rosado got him. But at least he had the damn buzz and the whole knocking motherfuckers out thing looking impressive. Janibek never had that. It's like three boxing writers on Twitter decided to give him buzz.
I think fabricated.
Yeah, it seems it don't seem real. Mm-hmm. Like who decided this motherfucker would be a tough fight for Andre? Who did that? Right. Like point him out, let me know. Did I miss something? Even niggas who can't stand Andre even look at dude like
Right.
Bid.
Yeah. So pretty much this fight is expected to be pretty much like a WWE superstar. I mean, unless
is there any good? I mean, Bob sure don't have. Is there any other good fighters or any good prospects on the card?
I mean, we'll get there. Like the co-main itself, like, I don't think they released the full. I don't think they released the full card yet. I don't think they did. But the co-main though is a hell of a lot better than the main fight. Of course, I'm talking about Jamel Herring and Jamaine Ortiz.
Oh yeah, that's a banger.
Yeah, that fight is, because Herring is returning to 135, and Ortiz is, a young guy. Like the first time I was saying, you see him, like, he was on the Tyson Jones pay-per-view for Triller, and dude put on a show, and then he fought Joseph Adorno on one of the top ranked cards before in the fight of the year, in a wild brawl like that.
Yeah,
that he got a draw in.
That's like a main event, like the Golden Boy card this week. That's like that fight's in more main event quality.
Yeah, but it definitely is too. And Herring, obviously this is Herring's fight since he lost his belt to Shakur Stevenson, and he's coming back to it. So I mean, this could either be and Herring, Ortiz can punch, and Herring is, this is gonna be one of those fights. Can Herring either, find something again, or does Ortiz put him away? Like this is a real opportunity for Ortiz to really get put on. Like I said, I mean, and Herring, like I said, I mean, he's getting long into, like, Herring's like 36, I think, so it's like if there's an upset that was going to happen, it could possibly happen in this fight.
Oh no, but Herring's the favorite.
I've not checked the odds yet. I
don't know.
I mean, let's put. I mean, Herring clearly has more of the experience factor, and everything like that. But Ortiz is obviously younger and he's fresher.
Remember, this could be a Josu Vargas Zepeda thing too.
That too, but like Herring is.
And remember, they had Vargas the slight favorite over Zepeda.
That's true. Yeah, because right now I'm taking a quick look. I'm just going to Google search, and I'm not seeing anything come up. Let me actually go.
I thought Shushu, but maybe he's on the Joe Smith card. I heard he got announced, but maybe that was the other card.
Yeah, usually Temple usually will usually releases all their stuff by now. But yeah, no, they haven't released they haven't released who else is going to be on on their prelim undercard or anything like that. Just those actual two fights so far, But like I said, like where at least the main event is like is either going to be a showcase. At least Herring versus Ortiz is a legit fight,
Right.
And Top Rank needs more of those lately. They for damn sure, So
I feel like Top Rank just had one good fight every 4 months. Like the first one they had was Zepeda. No, not Zepeda. What's that other dude? Jeez, what's his nigga name? He lost the Tank, Loma. Pedraza.
Oh, Pedraza. It's like
they had Pedraza Ramirez, which was Top Rank's first good fight of the year, right? Fight didn't play out all that great, but it was a fight that we all look forward to. I'm trying to think, what was the next fight they had?
Yeah, like they've been on enough. Like, I mean, other than Stevenson and and.
Oh yeah, okay. How the fuck we forget that? Okay, then Stevenson Valdez was the next one, and then
Michaela Mayer, had her own.
Yeah, that wasn't no fucking. Look, that wasn't no like. It's cool, not fucks with Mary, but come on. Like, we not gonna compare that to Stevenson Valdez and Pedraza and Ramirez.
Yeah, of course, nigga. But yeah, that but in terms of notable fights, that's and then
the next fight that Top Rank had that we care about is Bitter Beef Smith.
Absolutely.
And when's that? Like July?
Yeah, that's next month actually, June.
Well, actually. Cam Haney counts technically, right?
Huh?
Kambosos Haney's before that, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that is right. Cambosis and Haney is June is pretty much going to be. That's where Top Rank is going to shine because they have those.
Oh, okay. So look at this. So that makes my point. Dude. What Pedraza Ramirez was like in February or something. It was early in the year. Because remember that got pushed back too. Mm-hmm. Then these niggas had Stevenson.
Oh yeah, and Taylor and Catterall, of course, that's still Top Rank.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And Fury White. I mean, if you want to count that.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that's not the best representation of Top Rank. Well, that's not really Top Rank because Top Rank.
That was Frank Warren. Right? The Frank Warren.
Yeah, that was Frank Warren that won that bid. So.
Frank Warren, ESPN, Top Rank.
Yeah, so
and I think also got the Puerto Rican, the Berlanga Zank. They're always gonna give us that Berlanga.
Y'all mentioned look. Y'all just see look. Y'all don't hung about old boxing media so much. Y'all moving the fucking goalposts like them niggas. The point was that Top Rank only had one great fight that we anticipated like every 3-4 months, and
right.
It went from that to y'all niggas name it. Oh, this person had a showcase. Oh, yeah, Berlanga. Like, fuck all that. The niggas ain't do shit, man. Like, you could count on one hand how many fights you look forward to from Top Rank as opposed to everyone else.
Right.
Already we done had them. Everyone else, we done had Canelo Bivol, fucking Castaño, Charlo.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's like Showtime give us a good fight every month. Yeah. So that's all I'm saying. Like, so Top Rank, they get like maybe one fight every once in a while, but June is like they kind of back to back with it.
Right. Yeah. This is it. So I mean, yeah, they this is where they need to pick up the slack. So I mean, then they'll do that in June, hopefully.
yeah, hopefully.
But at least that's pretty much it for that's it for like the next weekend fights. Like I said, I mean, like one thing with these type of fights, like one of these fights will probably turn into something that we didn't expect. It always happens. Which one though? We'll just have to wait and see.
What are the times though? Like, I know the Buatsi.
Yeah, that's afternoon fight.
Afternoon. What time that Showtime card start?
The Showtime card starts at 10. Of course it is. The top ranked card. The prelims start at 5:15. The main card starts at 8.
Oh, okay.
So actually, that actually works out. That might actually work out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, fucks with that.
Yeah.
So at least. Hold on. What is the top ranked main event again? Like, I already forgot. Like, is Heron Ortiz?
No, niggas. That's the co-main. The Qazaq style is the main event.
Oh, hold on. We was talking about that was the main event the whole time. Look, I thought we was talking about like an undercard. They really got this against the main event?
Yeah, because yeah.
Who the fuck is he fighting? Like, really?
It's for Andre's vacant, quote unquote, temporary title, whatever.
Yeah, because Andre hasn't released.
Is he even fighting anyone good?
He has a WBO, the whatever Bob ordered belt.
Yeah.
This will be like the temporary or whatever you want to call it belt. They're special.
This is basically until Andre releases his hold on that belt, and then Qazaq, if he wins, is the new champion.
The winner will be.
And Bob has a WBO belt back.
Yeah, because I had to leave real quick, and then I came back and I was going in on dude, so I just jumped in like, hold on, I got a verse. Wait. Hey, yo, Pop put me on this one too, like.
Yeah. But no. He's the actual main event, and Herring versus Jamaine Ortiz is the co-main.
So that means the main card, we should be able to see Jamaine Ortiz and Herring. Is it a double header for the main card or a triple header?
Right now it's a double header. I mean, like they haven't released, usually this week they're gonna release the prelim shit. They always do. But yeah, that's pretty much.
Okay, so so damn, we got a solid afternoon of mid.
Yeah.
I guess that's like some chicken tenders, pizza, burger, like it's all the mid food. Like,
yeah. waffle fries and shit like that.
Yeah, nigga said waffle fries. Like, I mean, I wasn't gonna say tater tots, nigga. Like, that's like bottom of the barrel. That's like,
Yeah.
that's like a Frank Warren card.
Right.
It's waffle fries. You know, at least a low key
we're getting a weekend of mozzarella sticks.
And lukewarm with lukewarm marinara sauce.
But with some fire jalapeno poppers. Because you know one of these fights is gonna end up being fire, and we're gonna be like, okay, yo.
Mm-hmm. You know, that's how it always works. You know,
So something will be fire, but you know.
I mean, like I said, at least there is boxing. I mean, now if this was only one of these cards for the weekend, then we were like, ugh, you know.
Yeah.
Like if it was something like the Fury White weekend, where Fury White was the only thing, and that shit was mid as all fuck. It actually was.
That shit wasn't even mid. That was just bad. That was awful.
Yeah. And then and then that was done in the afternoon, and then like, oh shit, niggas got free time now.
I can't even remember what else I did that day. I think I watched a movie, but I'm like, what fucking movie did I even watch? Like, I should just seem a blur. Like,
yeah, I think I went somewhere. No, I mean, after I came back from where I watched it, I was just like, I think I went somewhere. I don't remember what I did.
I could have went to sleep early. Like, I just don't. That was a crazy.
Yeah,
the interviews we had about White and Fury were better than the actual fight.
Facts.
So yeah, shout out to Johnny Rice and Dreamland, Jeremiah. So, y'all check those out. Y'all missed them before, but yeah, man.
So I think that's pretty much what I think we can go to our final thoughts.
Close it out.
Yeah, and get up out of here. So Pilot, your final thoughts?
Man, I felt like last night was probably fight of the year at round 4 or whatever between Charlo and Castano. That was just, man, that was some crazy shit. I think it was end of round 4 or 5. But man, just glad to be here. You know it is, bringing radio on every platform imaginable. Boxing's coming on real strong this year, so just keep following us and we'll fuck with you, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, we definitely got weeks of love, strong boxing to go. Like, I mean, all the way well into July. So I mean, no worries there. At least Also, we're always gonna have a weekend where it's not really a really named fight or whatever. But you get the mid-level shit.
Yeah.
AOP, your final thoughts?
Well, congratulations to Charlo once again. Congratulations once in order. Top 5 pound for pound. Old boxing media can suck a dick. But we gonna continue to fucking ride on these niggas. Like, when they keep showing their asses, and we gonna make sure to get on their cases every time. So I'm gonna make it a point too. So fuck them till they out the paint. So other than that, Ring Gang Radio every day. You already know what it is. You know where to find us at ringgangradio.com, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. So fuck with us.
There you go. And what about you, LB?
Yeah, you already know, man. Fuck them old niggas, man. I know they 80 years old. I don't respect my elders, but I respect the new niggas to be spitting that real shit, the Ring Gang. Yeah, like King P said, man. Like, we just gonna get y'all up out the paint, man. You need to start acting right, acknowledging shit, admitting what's out there, And when we start telling you the truth about a fighter, stop lying, making excuses, ignoring it. Like, listen, so you don't have this whole Canelo catastrophe again. We've been telling y'all this whole time about the scorecards, and he get all this special treatment. The shit plays out exactly the opposite, and he finally loses, and y'all lose your mind. We've been telling y'all fucking Jamel Charlo been fucking pound for pound worthy for the last 3-4 years. What y'all do? Y'all keep bringing up a fight from fucking 5 years ago. But we can't say nothing about a fight from Loma 8 years ago. Oh, slavery was so long ago. Get over it.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all fucking remind us of the Holocaust all the time.
Yep.
God damn. So that's why we gotta be on some fucking Public Enemy #1 shit. The enemy strike black type shit. Like,
sir.
We had Slime Edition last week, nigga. This was the Grind Edition. This is the fucking new Boxing Order Edition. Get these motherfuckers out the paint. So fuck y'all as a staff, record crew, label, all that shit.
Yes, sir.
Y'all, we in the fucking new boxing. We on a new. We got bars and boxing. We got motherfucking goddamn article. We got motherfucking damn animation. You think we care about these niggas' old ass opinions? Y'all picking and choosing what the fucking about it. Y'all disgust me. Yo, handle my life, man. I'm done with these niggas. Gang shit, ring gang, Shuttleworth. Y'all know what it is. Y'all follow.
Yes, sir. You know, and then I mean, I don't have much to say that the others haven't said, man. But you know, yeah, man. Like, you know, we have, you know, we got the shit that you need, man. Like, you know, from podcasts to articles to music to artwork, you know, animation, all that shit. We got that shit, you know. So yeah, you just need to, you know, put in Ringing Radio in your Google, you know, but you know, go to our website, ringingradio.com, and especially our damn, you know, our damn YouTube right there. Like, you know, we gotta make sure you because our YouTube is everything. Like you all just need to look and, you know, watch every video on there and like and comment and then tell your friends about us so they can do the same. Then we can all be friends, man. Because like I said, you know, we are one-stop shop we handle all your boxing needs. So yeah, just fuck with us. You know, keep fucking with us. For ones that have gone on board since early. Yeah, you know, we thank you for being supporters. You know, you guys are the best. And like I said, you know, we hope to get more. Hopefully more people will discover what we're all about and also get, you know, enlightened. Yeah, so for myself, Pat Scorpio, the New England representative, for LB Shuttleworth, the God, the Goat artist, for King P, Bodega P, for Conscious Pilot, this has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.
That's right.
Peace.
Yeah.